Sup? Welcome in, welcome in. Sorry, give me a quick second. And my chat has not, once again, not. Oh, there we go. For some reason my chat, my third-party chat has been having issues detecting my YouTube chat, which is really bizarre. But, oh well. Problem has been solved now. And I wish this was something I could troubleshoot, before clicking open stream. But it really isn't, because YouTube chat won't open before, or I can't open YouTube chat before I start stream. But I think that is everything set up. So I wasn't sure whether I was going to be back on whatever day it is, Tuesday or not, but here we are. No, we are not exploring the third plane. We are going the heck back to the first garden. Alright, did I get better weapons? I did get better weapons. Except now I have to gear everyone. I'm just going to assume I need better weapons for everyone. Even though that's not going on Chloe. But Tita. Tita will take the expensive weapon. Damn. Okay. No, you are not getting that weapon. All my accessories are on the main floor. I guess it's not that big a deal. I can make, like, Kevin and Tita and then Reese and Chloe go together. And everyone else doesn't need the best stuff, probably. Probably want attack. Yeah, like I probably want attack 2 on everyone, though. Has to be space. Give everybody what I can. Why are your sockets so damn weird? You don't have much in the way of art strength. That gives you lots here, and then we'll put attack 2 down there. Josette. You're just kind of existing. I don't exactly know what Josette's doing. attack 1, I guess. 116. I guess her attack isn't... Oh, it's pretty low. What happened to Reese? I thought she had really high attack. Quartz. Let's get... I don't have the fire. I don't have the... whatchamacallit for fire. Or for free. I have none of that. Oh, I might want a second information. Or... I don't know who has information right now, but I will probably want a second information. You can just make range 2? I don't think you could make range 2 in SC. I don't think my camera will have picked that up, but my cup was very full. And I just poured water all over my shirt because I didn't realize how full. That was a little surprising. I guess we're fine enough. You can get it. Who has information right now? Is it Reese? It is Reese. So Julia will have to go with Kevin. So what are my teams? Kevin, Tita, Julia. I mean, the only unfortunate one is Josette because of only getting, because of needing 2 Earths. I guess I could give her Septium Vein, but whatever. Fine, I'll give her Septium Vein. Tita Detection. Give her Septium Vein. Why do I care? Maybe I want to give you Evade instead. Did I give you 798 for say 21? Eh, whatever. Let's Chloe's Art Strength at 948. Alright. I guess... Oh no, there's no way it's gonna force me to take this as my party.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I have to split up Kevin and Reese anyways. There weren't any doors I could do now, were there? You need Scara, you are done. I guess I could theoretically do you, but I don't know about yet. I have done that one. I don't have Estelle, and I don't have Zin. Okay. I guess we're ready to go. Oh, that one's not ready. I guess I used it just before the boss, so I've only done 1 fight. Alright, start recording. Save, explore the 3rd plane. Start exploring. Alright, so Kevin will get Tita and Julia. Reese will get Chloe. Guess we'll give Josette to Reese.
You ready?
And then a randoming that could have been funny. No. Okay. Oh. It's reacting to us. Well, now all that's left is to head through the doors and see what awaits us. Ready to go, Reese? I am. Or Kevin? What's up? Huh, oh, I get it. Gonna feel all lonely without me to cuddle up against? Not a chance. It's nothing. Let's just get this over with. Yes, ma'am. Alright, time to make our way through this plane. See you guys on the other side. Till then, take care. There's every chance we might find ourselves face to face with another devil, too. So stay on guard and proceed cautiously. Right. Take the Golden Road first. Something I had for dinner isn't completely sitting well with me, but hopefully that should be fine. Golden Road. Here we go again. Ah! Vander. Why do I keep calling him Vander? It's Mueller.
Let's end this.
It's just completely inexplicable for me. Which one's going next? That one.
Not bad.
Well, Mueller took all the damage and then he leveled. And we got a lot of blue from that, which is good. Phew, that takes care of them. Just what were they? Weren't ordinary monsters, at least. They reminded me of the prank-loving gremlins that appear in folklore. Perhaps that's what they actually were? It's possible. First skeletons, then armored knights, then ghosts, and now gremlins? This place sure is all about that folklore. Heh, not the pleasant kind at that. Oh, you jackass. You turned around at the last possible second.
Hold still.
Is that gonna kill it? No. Well, in that case, we're gonna use Tita's S-Craft. So otherwise she would have dealt 0 damage. Oh. Loot is this way. Get vanished, idiot. They're back. Okay, so Vanish kills... That's the third one that's like kind of just turned around at the last possible... Or close to the last possible moment.
Justice must always prevail.
Hey, Tita leveled. She's catching up quick. Just appreciates your concern, but it's doing okay. Okay, finally we get a preempt. We get all three? Yes.
Let's end this.
Extra beneficial when I have a crit. We got a lot of defense. What are you weak to? Earth. Nobody has Earth, because Earth... I mean, you're neutral to... You just have a lot of defense.
Not bad.
Well, that's how we use Vanish. To our advantage. Oh, I don't have Haze on this party. That explains so much.
Strike is one.
Just give me the extra stats, whatever.
Let's end this.
I don't have Haze. It all makes sense now.
There is nothing my sword cannot cut. There is nothing my sword cannot cut.
There is nothing my sword cannot cut. Tiger Heart. 24 to 36. No, we aren't. That place is mine, and I can do whatever I want with it. And what I want to do is wash my hands of the thing for good. He swallowed another healthy chunk of lamb, then clack went his knife. Got 3 chests up here. You know, Hallie from Gambler Jack's name was originally translated as Haru, but it turns out the official Japanese spelling wasn't that but Hallie. This is revealed in Gambler Jack's sequel. I don't know what Gambler Jack is. 21 out of 36, and I say we keep it, she said, her stiff tone implying that any other plans he dared to present would be, to put it delicately, stupid. Think of all the history you're abandoning. 50 years. As a child for Automod. Kuma no Tachi. Well, I wasted a bit of money on his sword then. There's a bit of dex, but... plus an extra 100 strength. These enemies freaking suck, dude.
Let's end this.
Not because they're too powerful or anything. It's just they're goddamn annoying when they turn around at the last possible frame all the time.
For the sake of my master.
Okay, that one was on me. You know, I was actually slightly concerned that
Justice must
the
always
death on a
be
heal might kill him. Thankfully it didn't. But as it was happening, I was like, oh shit. Please don't do the thing that I don't want you to do. Relatively large screen. Alright, we got 2 attacks with you.
Justice must always prevail.
Kevin.
That was the sword of Vander.
So there's no treasure chest up this way. Surely there's something, right? Can't imagine it being a ceiling crystal. Oh. Duh. Of course, it's a star door. Or a door. Bring to me the man who talks with his fists. So that's also gotta be Zin. Yeah, that extra 100 strength is really, it's really showing. That was a Miro. Let's go. Congratulations, it's a girl. Sepith, we take that. Let's look at the accessories I got. I'm surprised I haven't found a single monster in a chest in this entire game. Oh baby, strength plus 200, defense plus 100, arts strength minus 100, arts defense minus 100. He'd about to have negative arts defense. Literal 0 arts defense. Do I give it to Mueller instead? Might give it to Mueller. No, I think I give it to Tita. I should probably give something to these guys, though. Give you the pearl earring, and we'll give you the black bangle. So I'm gonna want to give the white bracelet to Chloe. Oh yeah, the extra damage is felt. But what if I do give it... Hang on. Like, let's just do that for a second. It's like, is there an upper limit? Yeah, because like that increased the like it definitely increased the damage he dealt. But did it increase it by like a gajillion?
Not bad.
In what world was that a surprise attack? 2,800. He's doing 1,400.
Scary.
Neither of them are doing yards damage. Yeah, I think I'll just leave it like this. Split it up a little bit. Ion bow. What? What's this doing here? What's wrong, Kevin? Oh no, I was just impressed by how nice this bow gun is. I'm gonna get some good use. Yeah, I'm gonna get some good use out of this baby. 29 out of 36. The son scoffed upon hearing Jubilee's name. His wife always had a habit of biting her lip before playing her ace in the hole, and there was no finer ace against him than their daughter's opinion. We're at 400. So we get 1 extra range, 25 art strength, 15 dex, and 100 strength. That's a pretty good thing. I think regardless of everything else, this weapon's good on Tita just because... Or the accessory is good on Tita, better on Tita.
For the sake of my master.
Or at least acceptable on Tita because she's got the extra range. Yeah, I don't always sell stuff. It might be. Gaia Greaves. Let's give the movement to Mueller, because if he's not getting to the enemy, he's kind of useless.
Prepare to meet your doom.
Damn, game's trying to throw shade at Reese and she can't even be in this party.
Prepare to meet your doom.
Yeah, 'cause that's a lot of damage.
There is nothing my sword cannot touch.
Good. Grabbing this. Or that one, I guess. May as well heal. Oh yeah, baby, we got a lot of blue. Oh, I can assign... Fucking hell, I could have assigned a support this whole time? Fucking hell. I didn't realize I could have just done that. Do any of these give stats, or are they just the generic? Yeah, just the generic. I don't really care. Well, this appears to be a boss arena. Over there. That be the exit, perhaps? Sure looks that way. Phew, I hope everything's going well for Reese's group, too. Ah, there goes my hopes of just walking. I think we're gonna have to fight our way to it, though. What? Reese? Damn it, is she being mind controlled or something? $1,800. Tita being blinded is unfortunate.
Strike is one.
It's only hitting 3 of them.
Say, get ready.
I understand the problem. I understand the fight now. Perfectly. Wow. I understand what the game is asking of me.
I'll save you!
Prepare to meet your doom.
Does it matter what the game is asking me if I just defeat Reese? Yes. Oh boy, was that a mistake. Okay. I should be killing the mirrors.
Oh, okay.
Ida doesn't have that much HP to justify.
I gotta give it my all. Okay.
10,000 health heal. Okay. That's those down. That's good. Healer has, like... What has changed? That's what's changed. Mueller be dying. So this is now a time when we use a 10,000 HP heal. Did that miss? She doesn't have any craft points. And I say craft points because that is probably not something that I should be abbreviating. You're just gonna S-craft, because I don't believe S-crafts can miss. Grimoire. Okay, I do have to kill this thing. I was worried that might be the case. Well, I'm guessing I'm gonna toss the weakest spells at it, because everyone else has got, like, negative arts attack. 845, hell yeah. You just emoted 2,000? I guess I did get the strength up, but, huh. A lot of Black Sabbath. Defense 4. Defense. Disgusting. Oh. Found sealing stone. And the door's open. Well, looks like that's the end of this trial. Sure came as a surprise to find out that Reese was just a fiend in disguise, though. Yeah, thought she was being mind-controlled or something. I've known her for a long time, and if I was fooled, it's no surprise that you guys would be. The mirrors with it were so deadly, too. I think it's safe to say that whole battle was a trap set for us by our enemies. That being the case, I'm concerned for how the other group is faring. Should hurry on ahead. Yeah, let's get over to that gate. Okay, let's, like... remove valuable accessories. I'd probably like to give those boots to Reese. That recording. We got company. Oh, Josh. Has Joshua not been used in combat a single time yet? I'm not using dark matter because that's really expensive. Shit. I did not expect that. I can't quite make it. Oh, what's up, Willow? Yeah, more trailing. I got way too many games in this series I gotta play through. We gotta go, go, go. Can't get sidetracked with other games. What were those things? They looked like reapers you'd find in a fairy tale. Felt the same way. The devils we've encountered shouldn't be able to exist, but in a different sense, neither should those fiends. This definitely isn't going to be easy. I'm suspecting maybe I should have brought... Oh, hang on. What's that support? What do you give? You give CP recovery and arts defense. That's probably the best one. Give me blood. Oh yeah, we have a bunch of equipment. Bunch of real good equipment we can pass on to people. We're gonna give Reese those Gaia Greaves. She has 1 arts defense. Let's go. Why did the grip? Why is their arts defense is 1 the minimum, maybe? I just assumed that they could go to 0, but I guess not. Where are the other ones? Dex plus 100. Sure. Sure. Yeah, I hope you're doing well, Wheelo. Thanks for stopping by. Just realized I don't have timestamps. In my... I'm looking at Twitch chat. Where's timestamps? The heck are timestamps? Oh, there we go. Alright. Under detour resolved. Oh, for healing large amounts, that's just more efficient. I'm starting to think maybe I should have brought Tita over to this side. But, like, I don't know, because Tita was also really good on the other side. What to say? I'm not close enough for that. Alright, you have that. Elementary weak to Mirage. I'm not, once again, I'm not wasting Mirage. I'm not wasting all of my EP. You are all the way over there. God damn it. There we go.
Goddess, my thanks to thee.
So unfortunately, I don't have... what was it? Ingenuity? Ingenuity, I believe, was the thing that gave me SP recovery, or sorry, EP recovery after, or while walking in the second game. That guy is immune to. That's okay, he is not immune to
May
Reese.
you rest in peace.
That's that. Let's move out.
Yeah, I'm thinking I maybe overvalued Chloe a little bit. Or Gaia Greaves. 34 out of 36. This was quite unfortunate for the son. A single glance at her curious and simple smile, and he knew he would cave to whatever she said. Doubly unfortunate since he also knew who she would side with. This probably kills, right? Surely it's gotta kill. That guy blows up. Yeah, so we just gotta remember that those guys blow up in an enormous radius. 13 out of 36. Despite first impressions, it was as much a shop as any other along the same street. The shop was still a shop even after it was no longer full to bursting with wealthy customers. Or any customers, really. We just got, what, HP 3? How did you get exploded? Hit both of them? We can. Did that... Interesting, that didn't vanish him. I guess arts can't vanish? Not this way. Enforcer number 20, the empty chest. I hit the wrong damn button. I just spam attacks. Yeah, I'll kill this guy. I hit the wrong damn button. I accidentally hit up and fled. I wonder if the game is programmed to give you weapons for the people that you brought to that side.
No way.
Okay.
Oh, pitiful souls, may you rest in.
Let's scrape around behind you. Are you gonna be too close? Why did that kill Chloe again? It. Don't tell me about the fun. About anything I haven't come across. I get that this isn't a big deal, but like I don't want to. This specifically isn't a big deal, but like I don't want to know anything.
God is blessed.
Why is Chloe always the one dying?
Not done yet.
Is that a does Reese have an immunity to something? Prevents seal? No. Damn, is she just unlucky or something? Moondor. Give me the darling of pure white radiance and proof of her scholarship? Oh, this is a Moondor. That's a long one. The darling of pure white radiance and proof of her scholarship. Proof of scholarship makes me think Chloe, but I don't think that would be pure white radiance.
That's that then. Let's move out.
I'm missing something. What party members were in the last? Party members am I missing from the last games? I'm missing Olivier, Zin, Estelle, Scara. Wouldn't be any of them. Joshua, Estelle, Scara, Olivier, Chloe, and Agate. Tita. Yeah, we must get somebody else. Skull pendant. Teria supposedly comes from the English word artery. What sort of freaky blood rituals are they doing in Arteria?
Nicely done.
Yeah, it was a little bit of damage. Okay, someone's dead.
That's that then. Let's move out. That's that then. Let's move out.
Bunch of Sepith. Ooh, can we get 3? Yeah.
No way.
How much health do you? 8. 8.
Oh, pitiful souls, may you rest in peace.
Wait, who just leveled? I don't know, maybe it was Reese. Couldn't see. Attack 3. 8 to 12, but that would never have happened. Hideko would never have denied Sato back then. See, she didn't have much money in those days, yet she paid cash for the machine. I'm completely lost in that side story. I'm loosely following the one that's out of 36, but I've got no damn ideas for the other one. Okay, so I have to swap that around. Oh no, attack 3 is only 1. Why did I think attack 3 was 2? I guess attack 4 is 2. And this will be Reese's weapon. Sylvan. What? This seems familiar somehow. Something wrong, Reese? Not at all. I thought I may have seen this weapon somewhere before, but it must have been my imagination. It certainly seems like a capable one, though, so I think I'll use it all the same. 400 range 2, 500 range 3, and art strength plus 50. Not that art strength has been exactly her forte. Nope. That one.
No way.
That's that. Let's move out.
I need to move these people back or something. Oh, that one gave me a Josette weapon, even though she's not in... I don't know why I keep selecting the wrong attack there. Even though she's not on it. Josette is on this side, what the hell am I talking about? No, I can't hit both of them.
Take some! Take some!
You know, maybe evicting them to the other side of the map isn't necessarily the most useful thing I could be doing. Okay, well. Reese could still reach him. Yeah, well, let's give Josette that weapon. Oh, she loses her range. Oops, I didn't actually equip it.
Done yet.
Hey, Chloe levels up. And I think I'm presumably going to fight Kevin here. Is Kevin also going to have freaky mirrors? Yeah, we're probably fine. Oh. You think that could be the exit? Certainly seems to be. I wonder if Kevin and his group are on the other side already. Speaking of Kevin... looks like they're not going to let us reach it without a fight. What? Kevin? He's got 5 things. Kevin! Death Slugger. They've all got slight space weakness. 17,000 health. So what's going to be the gimmick? They just kind of go back and forth would be my guess. And then maybe I have to kill one. Just to clear a space. Oh, we'll see. Come across that road when we come across that road. Probably also going to fight 2 Kevins. Much like how we fought 2... You... Nah, so close to hitting both of them. He's got to be immune to... Oh no, he's not immune to AT delay. I figured as a boss he would have... absolutely been immune. He's also not immune to getting yeeted back across the map. Oh. There is a maximum range for this, it just almost never comes up. Okay, it looks like my theory was wrong. If anyone's keeping track. Alright, we're gonna check out Josette's S-Craft. Because I haven't actually seen this yet. And she gives extra septium, so she's probably not gonna be in the main party very much. So we gotta see it when we can. Shit. This fight looks to be maybe a little bit harder. Than the other one. No, you don't have a... Wait, what does this do? Steals. No, that's not useful. I still have Chloe's S-Craft for when things go extra south. I'm beginning to think I may not have the ideal party for this. Oh, we got a field goal. Reese, unfortunately, we're not playing football, though. Here, let's take out some other guards while I have the opportunity. It's at like 6 health. Oh, and I punched it back out of... I'm just griefing myself. Can I attack you? Yes. Dead. Okay, give me Josette. So you can Hellgate, and then you can S-Craft. And I'm sad my guess on what the fight's gimmick is was wrong. Because that would have been a really cool idea. This is chaos. I mean, they're not exactly doing a ton of damage. That should kill that one. I mean, Josette's at least got a debuff. So it does tell me if they don't have anything to steal versus I just failed to steal. Is that an instant death on Joshua? I think that was an instant death on Joshua. Like, it's possible he could have taken some damage, but I don't think he'd taken that much damage while I wasn't paying attention. Man, it's crazy. Gave Reese some movement. She's a fucking ranged unit now. Stop that. Ooh, hang on. Hang on. Perfect. Hit both of them for some AT delay. Josette, you had one goddamn job. I mean, I'm gonna use this. Fake Kevin gets the crit no matter what. We did a lot of damage. Oh yeah, still gotta kill the Grimoire. Which is embarrassingly gonna need 3 turns to kill, because we got the 2 that hit like wet noodles first. Oh, Joshua didn't even kill it in one. Ooh, a lot of red. Hit 4. Oh. Looks like that's the end of this trial, at least. I really wasn't expecting that to be a fiend disguised as Kevin, though. True, I wasn't. Oh. Reese? Are you alright? You weren't hurt, were you? I'm fine. I was just relieved, so relieved to find out that it wasn't really Kevin. And now that that fight is over, it seems clear to me that the battle was a trap set by our foes. Those bizarre cannon fiends are further evidence. Let's hurry through that door. I'm quite concerned about the other group. Sure. Huh, she must have been so worried about him, huh? We're just gonna be safe. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna be safe. It's like, is there gonna be a part 2 to this, or are we just gonna meet up? Looks like we're gonna meet up. Reese! Thank goodness. Phew. Yep, you're the real deal, alright. Thank Idios. I was worried as hell about you, you know? I could say the same to you. Still, it looks like those really must have been grimoires then. Sure does. Grimoires. Is that the name of those fiends we encountered? You got it. It's the type of fiend mentioned in the Testaments. Although maybe fiend isn't the best word. They're said to be what souls eventually turn into after being thrown into Gehenna. Will souls turn into those? That's not a very pleasant thought. As I'm sure you know, the church teaches that the souls of sinners end up in the fiery depths of Gehenna. There they are tormented by the ceaseless flames, slowly losing their own sense of self over time. But finally, they're said to end up as nothing more than a chaotic lump of spirit known as a grimoire. I'm getting goosebumps just picturing it. That's what those shape-shifting creatures we encountered were? Yes. The mirrors and cannons that appear with them are all cursed items of the same origin. How they did it, I don't know, but it seems our enemies have quite literally opened the gates of Gehenna. Haha, that's quite a fitting metaphor. That sounds like... Is this white-haired guy or this white-haired guy? You again. Well, look who decided to show their ugly mug. Did that lord of yours send you to come check up on us? That's one of the roles I've been assigned, albeit not the only one. I'm impressed by how quickly you've progressed, even if it was with a significant amount of the Hermit's guidance. The Hermit? Who's that, the ghost we keep running into? Can't think of anyone else. She's been helping us in various ways since we arrived here, and yet we still have no idea who she is. Indeed, I speak of her. She is a spirit that was left behind in Phantasma, as well as the master of the Hollow Garden. Ha, of course, thanks to my lord taking most of her power, she can do little other than struggle as your guide. As usual, your cryptic nonsense just goes right over my head. But hey, if she's your enemy, that makes her our ally, right? I'll leave that for you to find out. Her position is hardly your concern at this time. I have a message for you from my lord. Your next destination is the Path of Beasts. Devour the new offering presented to you and display your seal once more. Then shall the flames of Gehenna burn ever fiercer and my kingdom draw closer to its true completion. What? What is that supposed to mean? My lord says that you may choose to interpret the message however you see fit. My task was simply to relay it to you. Kevin? Sorry, I couldn't help but laugh. Tell me, what sad classes did you and that joke of a boss you got take to get your certifications in how to be a big bad? Nice touch trying to confuse us by spewing cryptic bullshit, too. Bet you thought we'd keep ourselves up all night trying to figure that gem out. I mean, the overblown theatrics make it a bit too obvious that it's fake, don't you think? Well, you about done with us? If you are, how about you get lost? We got better things to do with our time than listen to nonsensical riddles from a guy who can't even bother to show his face. I see you're quite fond of the gift granted to you by my lord. Does it bring back memories? Gift? Kevin? You think you can get away? Fear not, we will encounter one another again before long. I am, after all, Phantasma's foremost guardian. Haha, and with that, I bid you farewell. So that's the Shores Ritter you mentioned. He's the picture of his lord, right down to taunting us as he leaves. Too bad for him that it doesn't take a genius to work out they're both bluffing. Next destination is the Path of Beasts. Devour the new offering presented to you and display your seal once more. Then shall the flames of Gehenna burn ever fiercer and my kingdom draw closer to its true completion. These words sound as though they have some specific meaning to me, but they could be taken in a number of ways at face value. Could try to unravel said meaning, but that may hinder our progress more than help in the long run. My thoughts exactly. Anyway, what's definitely not going to hinder us is getting back to base and seeing who's in the 2 sealing stones we picked up. If we activate that monument over there, we'll be able to come right back here to continue exploring later, too. Thank goodness it's right there, huh? Wonder who's going to be inside these. My guess is going to be Skara and Zin. Oh, it could be Estelle and Zin, or Skara and Estelle. Oh, actually, I'm going to split up my recording right there, though. Evan Graham of the 543rd class of trainees. In the name of the goddess above, I hereby appoint you a squire of the Septian Church. Humbly accept my appointment. Pledge to offer my soul to the goddess above, and both body and blood to her church on earth. Very good. It is exceedingly rare for one at your age to be appointed to this position. I can only assume your aptitudes and training achievements warranted it. May you strive to be a worthy guardian of the goddess's sacraments as her loyal and devoted servant. Well, if it isn't Kevin. I see you managed to avoid having your promotion rejected by the top brass. Splendid, splendid. Instructor, really can't thank you enough for all you've done for me. I never dreamed I would have an actual Dominion supervise my training. Heh, how sweet of you to say. Hard to believe you're the same boy who waltzed up before the congregation for the sacraments shouting, "Make me a knight, please." I'd appreciate if you chucked that memory back into the furthest reaches of your mind, thank you. Oh, but how could I? Had I missed your groveling, I never would have taken an interest in you in the first place. Not in a million years would I have thought you were related to Rufina. Could have asked her to take you on as her pupil before resorting to such drastic measures, you silly boy. Well, I had my reasons, let's leave it at that. Doesn't matter at this point. Congratulations, you're now a dog of the church just like the rest of us. It's good to have you on board. Thank you. Not sure that's the most reassuring metaphor to be using on new recruits, though. Might scare some of them right off. Please, you're not trying to position yourself as some sweet doe-eyed thing, are you? Besides, I think it's a perfectly apt description for us. We go around sniffing out sacraments wherever they may be, tearing through the throats of the heretical fools who are enamored with them all the while. Can you spot the difference? Come on, instructor, I'm used to you at this point, so I don't really care if you call me a dog. But you care if I call your beloved Rufina one, don't you? Not to worry, Kevin, I can read between the lines well enough. Well, did I guess right? I owe her a lot, but I wouldn't call her my beloved. She's just like a big sister to me, that's all. Making it sound like I... Like you what, exactly? Rufina? I thought you were in Remiferia on a mission. I was, but I tried to finish as quickly as possible so I could be back for your appointment ceremony. I'm so proud of you, Kevin. It's amazing just how fast you've grown. Now you're a full-fledged adult like me. Wow, thanks for going out of your way to come here. I'm not sure I deserve to be called an adult yet, though. Got a whole lot of work ahead of me if I want to be half the knight the two of you are. Oh my, how modest of you. By the way, have you let Reese know about all of this yet? Not yet. I'm planning to write to her tonight. She's been real mad at me ever since I decided to come to Arteria, though. Hopefully this'll cheer her up a bit. There's not much else I can do to make up with her short of going home. Perhaps we should do that together at some point if we find the time. Oh, and while I have the chance, thank you so much for looking after him all this time, Mind. You've given up so much of your free time, and I really do appreciate it. Nothing of it. Proved quite a fun way to kill time. He has a fair amount of potential in combat arts and thaumaturgy, too. It's a shame all his skills are on the practical side of things, however. His academic side is less than stellar. I had this feeling in the pit of my stomach that may be the case. Oh, right, I gotta get going. I have to pick up my new room key and medal from the general affairs guys. Sorry, I'll talk to you later. Oh. What's this? You look so concerned. Feeling guilty because he followed you into such a dangerous line of work? Not at all. It was completely up to him and him alone. I would never try to dictate his life choices. It's just that I think I'll make a fine knight, personally. He checks all the boxes, he's got the potential, he's got the determination. All in all, I can see why you're so proud of him. And call it a hunch, but I wouldn't be surprised if the stigma manifested in him just like it has in you. Well, I'm impressed. I didn't think you could sense that others if you didn't possess one yourself. Yet one more reason to feel frustrated that you aren't a Dominion. Stigma, wasn't that what Weissman implanted in Joshua? I don't entirely know what a stigma is. I believe that's how Weissman was controlling Joshua at the end of second chapter. I know we're friends, but there's no need for all the flattery. My combat and thaumaturgy abilities are average at best. I wouldn't be cut out for the job at all. Grateful enough to have been promoted from squire to knight. That's the upper limit for someone with my lack of potential. If only you saw things the way I do. Someone with average at best abilities couldn't have handled your Ouroboros case half as well as you did. Fighting off a man of that reported strength to a swift enough conclusion would be a pretty feather in anyone's cap. Just my luck that we both came to an understanding. As far as Kevin goes, he wouldn't need to rely on luck. His potential for growth extends further than I'll ever be able to go. He has one weakness holding him back. Poor boy is just far too kind. So kind, in fact, I can see him driving himself into a corner because of it one day. Is this that corner? Chapter 4, The Dark Stigma. Well, stigma is certainly an important word. Alright, we got 2 5 stars. 2 SSR gotcha units incoming. Who we getting? Who we getting? That looks like Olivier and Zin. Well, I was right on Zin. I didn't quite expect Olivier. There's no way he's the White Radiance. I think it's best. I think it specified her in the White Radiance, anyways. Gah. Zin? Prince Oliver. Now this is a surprise. Don't think this is a dream, at least. Indeed, it is not. I would be overjoyed to share a sweet date with Scare in my dreams. And with a fine drinking companion, not so much. Huh. Yeah, this is real, alright. Still, doesn't Scare count as a drinking companion, too? In a way, it's fine to be drunk with the joy of her company, but it is very much the opposite to be drunk with alcohol involved. It's one of the most important lessons I learned during my stay in Liberal. Truer words have never been spoken. But alright, enough playing around. You guys mind filling us in on just what kind of situation we've gotten ourselves into? We shall make with the embraces and tearful greetings afterward. Honestly. You two really are something special. You'd think you'd be a little shaken finding yourselves in somewhere as unnatural as this out of nowhere. This is quite the pickle. I appreciate that it may be hard to believe, but that is the situation we find ourselves in at this present time. If we're to try and find a way out, we'll need you to accept that. Oh, Mueller, my sweet rose-kissed muse, ever pure and free of thorns, you misunderstand me. I have long accepted our current predicament as reality. Why do you look so deep in thought? Need you even ask? Perhaps my life's toughest decision lies ahead of me. Before me, I find Joshua, Princess Claudia, Tita, and Josette. Then there's Julia and even a new face, Reese. Just whom shall I gather into my arms like a warm blanket and exchange sweet nothings in celebration first? Did he just include Tita in that list? Olivier, we might need to throw hands. Only you. Joshua? You were pulling my leg when you said this guy was an Erebonian prince, right? Hard as it is to believe, he is. Putting my deeply earnest dilemma aside for the time being, it sounds as though you've been making some headway in unraveling the mysteries behind this place. Naturally, I would be more than honored to help with that. But first, you got a few questions you need to ask, right? I know I sure do. I should have known you would be thinking along the same lines. You're exactly right. Fine by me, what do you want to ask? Think you figured something out? That's what I want to find out. First, I want to ask about that ghost you've encountered in here. Ask away. If I remember correctly, the first time you met her was on the balcony in Gransel Castle, yes? Indeed it was. She gave us the key that allowed us to eventually find and rescue you. That was the first time she appeared to us as a ghost, but I don't believe it was the first time she directly communicated with you. Was it, Father? Don't think so, anyway. When Risa and I first arrived here, we heard a strange voice talking to us. We didn't have a clue who it belonged to at the time. But I think that was probably her, too. As do I. So at first, she existed here only as a voice, but she's gradually started showing up with a body, too? Well, that's a weird way to put it, but if it's true, it backs up what that man in black said last time we saw him. Yeah, he said the Lord of Phantasma had stolen most of her power, right? He kept referring to her as the Hermit and Master of the Hollow Garden, too. Plus, the inscription on that monument behind us has the Hermit's Garden written on it. I think all of us here can connect the dots just fine. Agreed. It's reasonable to conclude that this very garden is connected to her in some way. It's true. Makes sense to me. It also explains why this place is kind of comfy compared to the other weird fiend-infested places in Phantasma. Feels like we're getting closer to the truth with every new revelation. By the sounds of it, she's been in Phantasma for a while now, possibly since the beginning. But then she had her power stolen by the Lord of Phantasma and ended up without a body. I just pieced together that I need the ever-burning flame that I need for the second half of Door 1. That's obviously agate, right? It needs Tita and the ever-burning flame. The ever-burning flame has got to be agate, because he's visiting Zeiss. I don't know why I didn't piece that together until now. We got sidetracked, let's keep going. Since then, she's been trying to help us to the best of her abilities and guide us forward. Maybe it's a... You know what? That could be true as well. We assume all of that to be true. Maybe the monuments scattered throughout are connected to her somehow. They seem to exist for that same purpose, guiding us forward. I think there's one more thing in our possession that's connected to her as well. A cube, Kevin. Think so? Like, I was just thinking, like, what doors do these two connect? Do these two open? A couple of them mentioned the man who talks through his fists. Like, that's... I'm sure that's Zin. And then I was trying to think of some of the ones they mentioned too, and just the ever-burning flame. That makes a lot of sense to be connected to Tita, especially in that scenario. And Agate's got, like, the red hair. It would make sense if it was true. Unfortunately, your guess is as good as mine on exactly what that cube is. That being said, I think the odds of it being connected to her somehow are as high as everything else on the list so far. Well, what do you think? Honestly, I'm impressed. You've done a remarkable job of making sense of the situation when you've only just arrived. Still, if we assume all that to be true, then there's something else we should be doing as we keep moving forward. Helping to restore her power, I assume? That way, we should be able to ask her what else she knows about the land we're in. Got it in one. I get this impression that if we don't, we won't stand a chance against those two. Find ourselves up against a wall at some point. May well be right. Well, leaving her aside for the time being, I do have one final thing I'd like to ask. Huh? What else is there to cover? It concerns that Lord of Phantasma you kept mentioning, actually. But simply, you wouldn't happen to have any idea as to who they are, would you, Kevin? Why me? Well, from my perspective, they're awfully fixated on you. They seem to know about Reese's deceased sister as well. And there's the fact that they're even able to summon devils from the church's texts. It all seems to be pointing to you two, and you in particular. That's true. Kevin and Reese also were the first two to wake up. See why you'd ask, I guess. Unfortunately for you, though, I got nothing. If anything, I'd say they seem to be an enemy of the Gralsritter as a whole rather than just me. I suppose that's possible. I wouldn't be surprised if an organization like that had more than their fair share of enemies. No offense, of course. I have plenty of enemies myself. Try not to sound like it's something to be boasting about. Anyway, even if we've connected some dots, we'll have to save the mystery behind who our enemies are for another day. Maybe we can get more information of them next time we see them, but until then we don't have enough to work with. Right, next time one of them shows up, we'll have to see what we can force out of them. So, that about wraps things up for now? If so, we should probably get ready to head out again. We're on plane number 4, and if the previous planes are anything to go by, it's gonna be tough. Kevin. What's up? Did you have something else you wanted to add? No. Just that I'm not feeling very well, so I'm going to sit the next plane out. What? Sorry for the trouble, everyone, but please look out for him on my behalf. He shouldn't cause you too much trouble, but as I'm sure you know, he can be a little careless at times. You're not gonna go after her? Sorry, I'll be back in a minute. Reese. Wait a sec. What's with you all of a sudden? Oh, I know. Are you feeling left out because I'm the only one you know here and everyone else is all buddy-buddy? Sorry, Reese. Probably wasn't fun to have to sit through the whole happy reunion deal over. This is going too fast for me to read out loud. When are you gonna stop acting? Huh? It's true that I felt a little left out for a while. We've clearly gone through so much together, and it's made you that much more fond of each other in the days since. Yeah, we had some amazing times. Hard to come out of the other end of the stuff we did without growing closer through it all. Watching you all, how could I not have felt lonely? How could I not have felt jealous? You've been avoiding me for the past 5 years, Kevin. Thought that you'd grown close to so many others while going out of your way to keep me out of arm's reach did make me sad. You know I didn't mean it like that, Reese. But at the same time, I was still happy you did. I knew how badly what happened to Rufina had hurt you, how you were still blaming yourself for it. I knew how you were driving yourself into a corner over it, and how you were taking on nothing but dirty jobs as if you were trying to punish yourself. I couldn't confirm it for myself for sure, but I just knew the rumors that you were desperate to burn yourself out through them were true. That's the reason. That's why, as lonely as I felt when you were off making new friends without me, I was really, really happy more than anything. Reese, you do know that it turns out you haven't made any new friends at all. Pulling the same exact thing you pulled with me on them. Every single one at arm's length. They can't get close to you, you won't get close to them. On the surface, you're a cheerful person, having fun with everyone, but on the inside, you're as cold as can be. All you're doing is manipulating your own emotions so people think you're someone you're not. After watching you ever since we were reunited, that's become plain as day to me. Man, happy you're worried about me, but you've totally got the wrong idea with this one. Sorry, I'm good at a lot of things, but pretending to be someone I'm not isn't one of them. When I'm happy, you'll know about it. And when I'm mad, well, I think you know I'm not so good at hiding that either. I'm the same transparent guy I always was. Oh, I didn't say you weren't easy to read. Me, at least. After all, I know how genuinely shaken you were by the Lord of Phantasma's message. Their words and the words of the Shoresritter always come across as cryptic, but not to you. Deep down, you know what they're talking about. Just constantly keep it from the rest of us and try to keep us in the dark. No, maybe you've even managed to pull the wool over your own eyes, too. Come on now, you can't seriously... Devour the new offering presented to you and display your seal once more. You knew exactly what that means, don't you? Go on. You know what? Maybe you should sit things out for a bit. You're clearly really tired. What? I get that you're as angry as you are upset with me, but I think it's starting to make you jump to some really out-there conclusions. Being tired out's only gonna make it worse. Can't you see how negative your line of thinking is? I can't seriously believe all this is actually true. I'm not saying I don't deserve all the anger, I totally do. I genuinely was busy, but at the same time, I wasn't sure how to face you if we did end up meeting either. Still, we're gonna be working together from now on, so... Huh? Good on you, Reese. Everything you're saying is just meaningless. Maybe the others don't realize, but how dare you think I, of all people, would fall for it? I realize I'm turning my back on my duties as a squire by doing this, but I can't bear to be near you any longer. I can't stand to see the Kevin I thought I knew so... empty. So... Kevin? Sorry, let me just catch up on my notes here. Oh, hey. I'm sorry you had to see that. Don't worry about it. I want to know something, Joshua. You've looked into me a fair bit since I first stepped onto the scene, right? I have. I know that you're called the Heretic Hunter. I know that you're one of the 12 dominions that lead the Gralsritter. I know you undertake the execution of sinners the Church deems most unforgivable almost single-handedly. Figured you'd know your stuff. Wouldn't want any guys whose backgrounds you hadn't thoroughly vetted being close to your girlfriend for long, huh? Can't deny it. Still, the only people you harm are those sinners, never anyone else. So I decided that, for the time being at least, you weren't a threat to her or anyone else. I see. Weissman was your work too, wasn't it? Sure was. My job was to get rid of him. That's it. Everything I did with you guys leading up to that point was to get myself into a position to get it done without him catching on. That includes helping all of you out, naturally. Yeah, I know. Must have been aware of the possibility that Estelle would be taken on board the Glorious, too. I thought allowing it to happen would help you in the long run, so you kept quiet about it. Wow, now that one I'm surprised you pieced together. Yep, you're absolutely right. Figured there was a chance she might get abducted, but I did exactly nothing to stop it. He did come with us to the lab, didn't he? All I cared about was finding out what Weissman and you were up to, and where you were, for that matter. Couldn't use better bait for that than her. I thought so. Yet all of that doesn't change how I'm more grateful than words can express. Why's that? Because if you hadn't helped me back then, I would still be Weissman's puppet. Would have broken with my own hands what I value most in the whole world. That's a debt I'll never be able to fully repay. Oh, sweet Idios. Now you're just being cute. I know you're smart enough to realize that's not at all why I threw you a bone, right? I just wanted him off his guard enough to create the opening I needed. Helping you was the perfect way to do that. That was all there was to it. Reese might be onto something. And again, that doesn't change how grateful I am to you. Knowing why you did what you did doesn't erase the gratitude I feel. Not in the slightest. Huh. It really is just as well you ended up quitting Ouroboros. You'd suck to high heaven if you're an enforcer now. Huh, honestly, you're totally right. Reese is sitting on the sidelines for now. Let me help you in her place. I might not be as capable of helping you as she is, but I should be able to back you up. You don't need to feel indebted to me, you know. Well, I'll take what I can get. No doubt you're worried sick about Estelle too, so there's your gold star for helping out besides me. So thanks. Glad you got my back. Right back at you. Alright. Let's see what Zin and Olivier come with. Well, 51. Got 450. And 27. Olivier got a lot of... Really difficult to tell what frickin' menu I'm on. Olivier's got a lot of art strength. He's got a lot of art strength and he doesn't even have mind on. Hello. Size quartz. Quartz, okay. Mind 3. 997. What's Chloe at right now? 1079. And that's with, like, multiple pieces of gear bumping up her. She's got the Akasha card for 25 and that for 100. So, like, Olivier, he's pretty much on par with Chloe. I do like Chloe's S-Craft. The Lichtkreis. But you know what? This guy's not too bad. He doesn't have Latira, but that's because... Hold on. Quartz. Let's do that. For those. Couple of those. Those. Oh, space is yellow, time is black. I have been mistakenly calling one the other. I've been calling black space and I had no idea what yellow was. Stick to one range for now, I think. They're expensive. Especially if I decide I want to get EP3. $500 EP. Can't do quartz for or slots for other people. No, I can't. Okay, good. I did stop my recording while I figure this out. Alright, where's this kind lady? Give him that. I guess I'll give Josette. Oops. A juggernaut. You know what? Let's run. I just run the boys for now. Let's at least run the boys for Zin's door. That one, and to give extra range. He's still got solid strength. Oh yeah, Zin can use Gaia Gear for 11 movement. Joshua can also use Gaia Gear. Yeah, let's roll with this squad for now. I'll probably bring in Chloe and Tito later, but Zin is my least used character in these games. I guess Olivier is also pretty low. I'm pretty sure I used Chloe and Tita for the majority of both games. Did Tita towards the end of SC? Might have been Chloe Scara. Or SC, FC. I think I would have used Chloe Scara. Maybe I'll have to check my save. That's actually something I'm kind of curious to check now. Alright, let's roll with the boys. Get some craft points. I'm gonna be careful not to abbreviate as much as I can remember. There's all my friends. That I really meant, where's Reese? Don't do it. Alrighty. So what did I discover? The star door on the Golden Road appears to be for Zin. Dancer with silver, that's Scara. Who the hell is the darling of pure white radiance and proof of her skull? Who the Ben who talks with his fists. Fist of steel, which nothing in this world can move. I assumed that was also Zin. Oh yeah, let's also set Josette down there just to crank up the Sepith gain. Let's check out the sun door first. We'll see if I was right on this one. The man who talks with his fist has got to be Zin. Alright, and so is this one. Did everyone go into the last sun door? I don't remember. Ah, good day to you all. The place you're about to enter is an arena where history's strongest warriors gather and eagerly await new challengers. And today you have the opportunity to be those challengers. Do what you can to emerge victorious. I feel I must warn you, however, that this is a martial arts tournament like no other. Only the best may compete. The rules are simple. First, the 4 of you will form one team and step into the arena. There, your team will face off against 3 others one after another with no breaks in between. As for the rest, I'm sure you'll pick it up as you go along. So what do you say? Would you be interested in joining us? Splendid. Well then, if you don't mind following me. Compete against 3 teams in 3 rounds. You must defeat all of them to win, losing any term as a whole. At the end of each round, your HP and EP will be fully restored. CP will not. Alright, Ren's in this game. Who is that in the top left? Is that the what's the Shores Ritter or whatever? I like the art style though. Is now the moment you've all been waiting for. Tonight, 4 new warriors will be stepping up to the plate and challenging the normal arena. So let's get right to introducing our fierce fighters, shall we? In the blue corner, we are led by Father Kevin Graham of the Septian Church's Gralsritter. Standing against them in the red corner, we have the mysterious Team Men in Black. Let the first round begin. Step on up and ready your weapons. Ready, fight. Hold up, they got more. There's more of them than there are of me. I'd like to point out some quackery in this tournament. I got 22k each. Oh yeah, what does Zin got in terms of crafts? Up strength and defense by 60%. So that's pretty powerful. Oh, I should have looked at his S-crafts. Oh, that push. That pushed one of them out of the aerial. Oh, they're probably gonna move anyways. They seem to resist AT delay. Oh, we still got 3. I still didn't look at what his S-Craft did. They still resist AT delay. Just not close enough.
Let's end this.
Let's use Kevin's S-Craft. Assume Josh's is still a big AoE. Yours is that. What's the difference? But that's only gonna do like 700. Even that was kind of crap damage. Single.
Hey, more here, Gilla.
Alright, pretty big damage. Pretty minuscule damage from the enemies onto Zin. Now that still does kind of like bad damage. I think bad damage is acceptable to say. I'm getting the feeling that Zin seems to be pretty powerful. Fell for it. The classic blunder. Alright, well, I've basically sealed this, so I shouldn't use... Yo, what the heck? Why'd you jump away? So I shouldn't be using CP for the rest of this fight.
Enjoy the show.
And Zin does a lot of damage. Strength plus 60%. The match is decided. The winner is Father Graham's team. Let's keep up this momentum. First, allow me to introduce who will be fighting in the second round. In the blue corner, we are led by Father Kevin Graham of the Septian Church's Gralsritter. Standing against him in the red corner, we have the adorable but deadly Team Creepy Sheep. Step on up and ready your weapons. Ready. Fight. Now, if memory serves, these things do a lot of, like, weird statuses. Okay, let's open up with a taunt. Because that's just gonna get them all to group up. My god, that was perfect. That literally couldn't have been better.
Let's end this.
These things are just neutral. They're slightly weak to fire, actually. Now, Zin hasn't had the opportunity. Well, they can be AT delayed. That's huge.
Let's end this.
Okay, so now Zin should be invincible.
Let's end this. Let's end this.
When I say invincible, I mean invincible before they reduce all my strength. Hold on, you are taunted. Why did you attack? You're not supposed to do that. What are we talking about?
They messed with the wrong guy.
They messed with the wrong guy. In my head, Zin sounds kind of like Joe Swanson. I guess it's not that far off. The match is decided. The winner is Father Graham's team. Oh, this guy stinks. The moment is upon us at last. It is time for the final round to begin. Will our challengers emerge victorious one last time? You won't have to wait long to find out. Well, allow me to introduce our final teams. In the blue corner, we are led by Father Kevin Graham of the Septian Church's Gralsritter. Standing against them in the red corner, we have the Ouroboros-affiliated Team Gilbert. Step on up and ready your weapons. Ready, fight. Okay, this time I think the first order of business is, Okay, that thing resists. They're all completely neutral to stuff.
Charge complete.
None of these are impedes. You're gonna open up with that.
I'll save you.
What about you? You also resist it.
Over here, Gilla.
Well, I have bad news. They resist taunt. Kind of need to make sure Oliveira doesn't die. Well, that's unfortunate. That sucks. Can't use Joshua. Oh, I'm blinded? I didn't realize I didn't actually realize that I was blinded. That's moderately unfortunate. Kevin and Joshua are also dying. See, here's hoping this does a lot of damage. Not quite enough. Here, we need to... We just used something.
I'll save you.
Losing Kevin is a pretty big deal. Oh shit, he just... I thought he was gonna have... Literally had to pick the exact character that I selected. Is this gonna kill? No. Okay. Now we're in a slightly even fight. No, you can't have your AT deleted. You better have an impede, buddy. How do you not have an impede? My guy, how can you not impede? What is wrong with you? I mean, I don't Yeah, I don't think I can possibly lose this fight. But my guy, where's your impede? Excellent turn. You accomplished nothing. Whew, that was a little bit spooky. Didn't get much experience, so I didn't lose too much on Joshua and Oliver. Match is decided. The winner is Father Graham's team. They've done it. Father Graham's team has conquered the normal arena. I guess it doesn't matter if everyone gets healed, because I can just warp back to a thing. Congratulations on your victory. It was quite a show of skill. Your matches were a joy to watch. These are but a small token of my appreciation for making this such a fine tournament. Physical. 5,000 Mira. Is that... It's not attack 5, is it? You have now earned the right to challenge the hard arena. You'll still need to find an invitation in order to do so, however. Should you find one, please do come back here. Side story, the arena finished. It's not possible to take on the hard arena. Entering the door with the required item. Okay, that wasn't... In particular, I need to record that. No lore... any sort. Star Door 4. Me, the man who talks with his fists. I shall grant you a memory fragment and my blessing. I see. Sort of expected it would only be a matter of time before you return to the Republic. Your mind is made up then? Right, so, made the guys over there take care of everything without me long enough. Call it an A-rank bracer's duty to his peers in society, I guess. Well, I suppose when you put it that way. I do wish you could stay here a while longer, but if that is your decision, I'll respect it. So, when are you planning on returning? Well, there's no point in lingering here any longer than I have to now that I've made up my mind to leave. So, honestly, I was thinking about tomorrow. Think I could ask you to arrange a ticket to Calvert for me? Well, certainly. Are you not planning to go and visit Kilika first, though? I would have thought you'd want to. That was part of the original plan. But she wouldn't have any of it, surprise, surprise. The stance was, if you're gonna waste time coming to see me, use it to go back to Calvert earlier and get the job done. Get some work done. Huh, very well then. Doesn't sound like a position you'll be able to talk her out of. It's no big deal, though. I mean, it's not like we'll never see each other again. I suppose that's very true. I'm not sure there's anything in Zemuria that could keep you two apart forever. It feels like that to me sometimes, too. Well, regardless, I won't keep you any longer. So that's one ticket to Calvert for tomorrow, coming right up. Sorry, let me just get this. Yes, this is the Grancel branch of the Bracer Guild. Ah, yes. He's here as we speak, actually. Zin? Something up? It's Ambassador Cochrane at the Calvardian Embassy. Cochrane? She'd like to invite you on a hot springs trip. Yo, we take those, Zin. What? Two days later. Zin, this is just the objectively correct decision to take. This place sure brings back memories. The atmosphere is so relaxing. It certainly is. Maybe because it feels so similar to our hometown. Ambassador Cochrane had me going for a while. First heard about this whole trip, I thought it was just gonna be the two of us here. Oh, well that... Oh my. You look almost disappointed that it isn't. I'd be happy to take my leave if I'm getting in the way of your dream date with her. I'm good, thanks. She's not someone I've ever seen as a potential partner. Besides, it's you she wants to talk to, not me. This meeting might as well not be happening if you're not here. It never takes much to put you on the defensive, does it? Is it beyond you to just play along a little? You just can't help but mess with people, can you? You in charge of the Zeiss Guild, I'm amazed it still has any bracers left. Correction, I can't help but mess with you. I don't do this with anyone else. You'd be happy if that were true. Hell no! Ah, you've arrived. I've been waiting for you. Hey, Ambassador. Thank you for inviting us here today. Something the matter, Zen? You seem oddly flustered. Me? I'm just fine. You're imagining things. Who could blame him, Ambassador? After all, he's a man on a hot springs trip with two beautiful women. That's hardly a recipe for a calm and composed mind, is it? Knock it off, Kilika. Haha, I suppose not. If I were a little younger, I doubt I would be able to keep my hands off him myself. Alright, I suppose that's enough joking around. We should get our dinner. Mrs. Mao's going to be making tonight's food herself by the sounds of it. Serious discussion can wait until after that. Yeah, that sounds fantastic. Likewise. So there's going to be a new intelligence agency set up in Calvard, huh? That's right. It's to be known as the Rocksmith Agency. And as the name suggests, it's going to be an organization that answers directly to the president. Really now? I see. Presume that is so Parliament can't have any influence over its operations? Correct. Perhaps this new agency's biggest adventure is that it's separate from all those issues and vices. The last thing we need is an organization like this suffering from Parliament's failures to make prompt decisions or general ineptitude. Or being run into the same opaque and shady manner by a privileged few. That does sound like a good idea, I'll admit. We're never going to be able to compare the Empire's intelligence division or Liberal's old one if Parliament's at all involved. Quite. It's already difficult enough to get anything done in a nation with such a lack of unity. I guess that's just the fate of countries that take in immigrants by the truckload, though. Though, honestly, I think the thing that surprises me the most is that the president's actually being proactive for once. He's always struck me as a real conservative type, so this isn't the kind of thing I thought he'd go for. That said, given the state of the Republic right now, it's hardly surprising that he would choose to act this way. Outside the country, we've got the threat of a rapidly expanding Erebonian Empire, while within, we have terrorists and extremists. To make matters worse, we have the enigmatic society on the loose. Evidently, something has to be done, and I think he knows that as well as anyone. Indeed. Times ahead of us, we're going to need to be able to respond flexibly to a variety of new and unforeseen threats. Alright, I think my introduction to the matter has gone on long enough. About time I get to the point. Oh yeah, you've got something you need to specifically talk to Kilika about, right? So, what position in the agency are you here to offer me? What? I love a sharp mind, Kilika. Your instincts are, of course, dead on. We think your talents would make you perfectly suited to joining the agency and are eager for you to be a part of it. That's why you'll be offered a position of division chief should you decide to join. That's something President Rocksmith has proposed himself. Wow. What led to you being the one to bring this to Kilika anyway? Fair question, I suppose. Ordinarily, this would be a scout's work. But I've known the president on a personal level for quite some time now. So he took it upon himself to ask me to come to you personally. That makes sense. And what's his reason for wanting me? Surely you know that without asking, or do you want to hear it said anyway? Naturally, your masterclass Taito skills are one reason for you being selected by the president. But above all, he wants you for the exceptional analytical and information handling abilities you've shown in your position in the guild. Those are just what the new agency is going to require if it's to succeed. Well, I can't say this doesn't all make sense to me. I'm more dumbfounded that you would up and attempt to steal a capable member of the guild right in front of an active bracer like this. It takes some nerve. Well, I do think rather highly of you. Thought you'd be able to mediate without letting such trivial matters cloud your judgment. Still, what do you think, Kilika? I'm not asking for an answer immediately, but I would like to know what's going through your mind. Well, it's certainly an interesting proposal. At the same time, I'm not sure I have any reason to accept it. But you have no reason to refuse it either. Am I right? Well... It's rare that you find it difficult to make quick judgments, but with such a big decision to make, I can't very well fault you. I won't rush you. Take a night to think long and hard about it. It was so you could do that so that I booked a room here tonight. I'll ask you for your answer again tomorrow. Looking forward to hearing it. Of course. Oh, and one more thing before I depart. If you ask me, remaining in your position as a simple guild receptionist just isn't going to let you use your abilities to their fullest. Well, a pleasant night to you both. Yo, where's my hot springs scene? You're out rather fast. Have you finished in the bath already? Fast? Seriously? I was in there for an hour. Oh. Man, it's not often I see you looking this deep in thought. I know, I was promised Ambassador Cochrane and the hot springs, and so far we've gotten neither. Suppose you don't. I feel like I'm one step away from making a decision, but just need one last push to take it. Oh, right. Still, being here like this with you really takes me back. Hard to believe it's been 6 years now since Master Ryuga's passing. Sounds like you went on a hell of a journey between then and joining the guild too. You could say that. Going on a journey makes it sound like something I did deliberately, though. In reality, it wasn't quite as organized as that. Simply drifted from place to place before ending up being drawn to the one point where I settled. Much in the way a leaf that fell from a tree ends up floating down the river. Were you able to find that answer you mentioned a while back? No, I still haven't. Still. I do feel as though I found a conclusion of sorts. What's that supposed to mean? Say, Zen? Why do you think I chose to take on a non-combat position like guild receptionist to begin with? Because you didn't want to follow the same path as idiots like me and Walter? I wouldn't follow us either if I were in your shoes. Not quite, although I'm not going to deny that the two of you are idiots. Hey, that was the one part I did want you to deny. I wanted to find out if the meaning of the living fist ideal. I wanted to find out the meaning of the living fist ideology my father advocated. I still believe that being able to better oneself through combat while your opponent does the same is a good thing in itself. As a warrior, it's probably close to the ideal way. Still, I couldn't help but wonder why the ideology had to be based around the premise of fighting. I can certainly understand the significance of living and dying as a warrior. I can also understand how one who lived that way would have no regrets when the time to pass away came. Nothing has changed within me in that regard since the days we trained together. Yet, with Father dead and Walter gone, I couldn't help but wonder whether there was some way to make use of the living fist without having to fight. That was when I started roaming the continent in search of one. As I roamed, I found myself face to face with countless conflicts and acts of violence, and I felt powerless every time I did. That was how I came to encounter Liberal's guild. They'd arrived to quell one of those conflicts. Something about their ideology, putting the safety of civilians over all else, made me feel that perhaps working under them may give me my answer. So that was what led me to start working for the guild. But even then, I wasn't able to run away from fighting completely. The nature of humanity means that as long as we exist, conflict will never cease. Instead, what's important is not blindly preaching idealism, but preaching ideals while keeping a firm eye on the reality of how to quell conflict. Master Ryuga's words have never left me, nor have they left me. But, all the same, I've been looking away from reality all this time. Come on now. You know full well that's not actually true. When he says reality, he's not saying fighting is the be-all, end-all of quelling conflict. That's not what I'm trying to say. All these years, I haven't been trying to walk on my own 2 feet. Not at all. I've just been using... What is this sentence trying to say? I've just been using trying to find... Oh, okay. I've just been using trying to find a new way to live by Father's living fist ideology as an excuse to stand still. All while indulging myself in the comfortable environment the guild gave me. In that sense, I must be the biggest failure of Father's students. I might not agree with the path that Walter took, but he, like you, has chosen his own path and started walking forward along it. You two have been facing up to the living fist ideal, Fathers, and slowly reaching your own conclusions on it. In your own ways, you've been able to face up to reality. I haven't. Been standing still the whole time. That's the biggest load of crock I've ever heard. Been walking forward just like we have. What way? It's just that the path you've been walking has been one for others rather than yourself. The river you think you've been helplessly drifting through, you've actually been building a bridge so others can easily cross it behind you. When the road is hard, you soften the ground so your fellow guildmates have an easier trek. There's no shame in your way of the living fist. It's as true as mine and Walter's. Are you trying to comfort me? Ugh, sorry for not having a way with words. Anyway, all I'm trying to say is this, you know. As a person, you're way too strong and way too serious. And at times, it's like those two things just end up restricting you and stop you from seeing things you otherwise could. So, try and relax a little, alright? Just a little. If you do, I bet you'll start seeing things you couldn't before. Say, Zin? What is it? Would you be happy if I returned to Calvard? What brought that on? Doesn't matter, just answer the question. Okay. If I had to pick, I guess I'd rather you be back home, yeah? How do you ask? Oh, no reason. I've decided I'm going to accept the President's proposal. What? Just because of what I said? Don't misunderstand me. All I wanted was some kind of reason to bring this journey to an end, as well as a place to make better use of my skills. That was the best night's sleep I've had in some time. I hope the two of you enjoyed your stay as well. I know I did. Feeling very refreshed, thank you. Refreshed enough to feel ready to take on a new position in a new environment, even. Then, I would like to accept your offer. However, I have one condition for doing so. Oh, name it. While I'm willing to join the President's new agency, I'm not willing to stop living in line with my own beliefs. As such, if I should end up feeling the slightest doubt about how the agency itself is being run, I will do everything in my power to correct it from the inside using any means at my disposal. If he still wants my membership after hearing as much, please tell him that I accept his offer. Oh, that won't be a problem at all. I think he may well be encouraging you to take the reins. I believe he chose you, expecting you to fulfill that role should it be deemed necessary. After all, you have experience in the Guild, an organization which has managed to remain neutral and independent all this time. That's no mean feat. I wouldn't be so sure about that. Also, I'll need to get things ready for my successor, so I won't be able to return to Calvert for 2 or 3 months. As such, I won't be able to start work until then. That's perfectly understandable. Well, I look forward to meeting you again in the Republic. Likewise. Something on your mind? I was just thinking about what you said back there. You said you'll need 2 or 3 months to get everything ready for your successor, right? Yes, I did. What of it? Well, I'm guessing it's pretty busy over in Calvard right now. Doesn't sound as though there's anything so urgent I need to be there now. So I was thinking, maybe I could stay here for the next few months while you get things sorted out before I head back. Can't be serious. There's no reason why you should stay around here in Liberl with me. Go back to Calvard. You don't have to be so cold. It's me, you know. Well, it's the truth. We'll end up spending enough time together whether we like it or not after I'm home. You don't need to go out of your way to make more now. Well, you win. No need to rush things. Zin? What are you standing there for? Oh. Sorry. You could say that before starting to walk off on your own, though. Yin Yang. Wait, that's a good orbment, isn't it? So that's Haze and... Oh, it's Haze and Heal. So yeah, it's a pretty good orbment. What's physical? Is that attack 5? Nope. Receive less physical, but more magic damage. That makes sense. Well, we'll hold on to that one just in case it's needed. Bit of HP too. Let's give you Yin Yang. You can get HP 3. And you can probably get HP 3. Get that fucking defense out of here. Level 27. Give me my 21 strength. At 1,000 health. Here's the entrance to the next plane. Doubt the pattern will change up now, so yeah. We won't know what kind of place that's going to be until we step inside, though. Huh. Or what utterly bizarre fiends will be waiting for us there. Tingling with excitement. Let's make sure we're good to go before we keep going. What's in you? Entrance examiners. And for 33 of those... 22 out of 36. And for 33 of those years, I hated that damn place, he snapped between chewing cuts of lamb. After swallowing, he added, who's gonna run it? I sure ain't, and you're no carpenter. So the white radiance is Chloe. Is that a moon door? Oh, good lord, we are not starting that now. I learned my lesson with Moon Door number 1. That was like 48 minutes or something. Moon Door, we're doing that. We'll maybe start to next stream with that. Yeah, I probably have done 100 battles now. I can probably do Star Door 2. Where are we now? Nowhere I've ever been before, judging from where I'm standing. Oh my. Oh, this is the prologue for SC, the training place. Huh, now that's what I'd call a fine view. Wow, well this is a lot prettier than the last plane at least. This must be another real place that's been recreated here in Phantasma, much like the capital was. Most likely, yeah. Just where is it, though? Somewhere in Liberl? I doubt it. It's not familiar to me at all. My best guess would be somewhere along the Crone Mountains, but the air suggests otherwise. Oh. I guess the only people that were here were, like, Kurt, Annalise, and Estelle. Huh? What's the Bracer Guild's emblem doing here? Looks like this really isn't a place that exists in Liberl. As far as I'm aware, there aren't any guild facilities like this anywhere in the country. I'm not familiar with any either. Nor am I aware of there being any buildings like this in Calvard. Would you look at that? The answer was right under our noses the whole time. Was? The local, that was it. It does not say center, that says grounds. This is the local training center? That sign definitely says grounds, and you are not going to convince me otherwise. I know that name. Wasn't it the training camp Estelle went to a while back? You know, last year with Annalise? That's the one. It's a guild-owned facility located in Le State. I've never been there myself, though. I've only heard about it from Estelle. But this is the local, huh? I've never trained here personally, but it's famous among bracers. That leaves us with yet another problem to solve. To my knowledge, Le State is quite the distance away from Liberl. Yeah, it is. It's farther away than both Erebonia and Calvard. But you know, I may not have a clue how a place in Le Mans ended up being created here or why. I just realized I have no idea what the world looks like. Trails map? Okay, Googling Trails map. That may have been the worst Google search possible. I'll give you a hint. If Googling Trails map does not give you a video game map. That's all I'm gonna say. Let's try Kaseki map. Kaseki? Yeah, there we go. Oh boy, this is a... Man, Liberl is tiny as hell. Yeah, I found it. Thanks. Liberl is tiny compared to everything else. Jeez. It's like a quarter the size of Calvard and Erebonia. And yeah, Le Mans is really far away. But you know, I may not have a clue how a place in Le Mans ended up being created here or why. If our enemies did it, they must have had a reason for doing so. Right? Heh, I knew you'd catch on. Oh, we got a squeak toy here. That sounded like... You got company, guys. Huh. Here comes trouble. I suppose beastmen would be the best term for these things. This is probably what your next destination of the path of Your next destination is the path of beasts was referring to. Another mystery solved. Watch out, there's a lot of them, and this could get ugly.
Let's end this.
I love to see a good miss, but you're gonna taunt. Poison is mildly unfortunate. Okay, well, let's just do that so I'm not taking any damage. And then we can probably just mash A to win. Nope. Man, Zin does a lot of damage when you add 60% to his strength.
savor the victory. We earned it.
Oh good, and he leveled, so he even fully healed himself. Yeah, fleeing to fight another day, huh? They're smart little devils. Devils do seem a lot more intelligent than your average monster. Enough to make me wonder whether these are another kind of impossible fiend like the rest. I'm with you. I can't pretend to be an expert on the monsters of a man, but I'm pretty sure they're not this smart. It looks like this plane stands to be a real ball. Here she comes. You have done well to come this far. On this plane, there are 3 ordeals to overcome. You overcome them all, the next path will open. Take this. Map of the local. Be forewarned. The Lord of Phantasma's goal is your... Excellent. Well, she sure didn't stick around long. She's probably got so little power left now. It's difficult for her to show herself to us. So it seems. Must be a frustrating thing for her to deal with. Still, she left us with a useful gift. Yeah. Oh, this is only half the map that I know. Okay, it looks like the lodge in the top right is where we are now. And there's this ball star channel placed to the left of it. That's the ordeal she mentioned, or one of them at least. Yeah, because ball star channel, there's like the confusing forest, and then there's the training facility. Or the fort. She mentioned there being 3 of them, but there's only one place that could fit the description marked on the map. I wonder where the other 2 could be. From what I can see, these 2 roads lead to them. Ones that seem to just stop all of a sudden. This plane most likely has its own rules we need to follow. If we followed these roads now, there'd be a big chance we find nothing at the end of them. Fortunately. Well, these are the cards we've been dealt. Let's just try heading to the Ball Star channel and see what comes of it. What about in here? Are there any JPEGs in the background? I didn't notice it in the cutscene, but it is very much an image, which isn't surprising. I'm knocking the game for it. It came out in like 2007 or something. It's a guess. I don't actually know what year. Somewhere around there. Anything up top? Any doors? Got a chest? Freezing meatballs. Ooh, Mind 4. Mr. Tittles looks up with an annoyed expression. You disturbed his nap. Lock. 6 of 12. 50 years later, the dangling healthatron swung limply in Hideka's house, forgotten and neglected. It had been purchased 50 years before purely on Sato's recommendation. What is this story? I thought, like, Hideko and Sato were, like, teenagers or something. Or I guess Sato is Japanese. Carnelia bracelet. Will write flavor text for food. A little surprised there's no doors up here. Keep recording. We got 600. So I assume that's just an extra 100 on everyone's weapons. Yeah. Alright. That is something that we will deal with next time, however. And by next time, I mean tomorrow. Ugh. Addicted to this game. I had to add an extra stream in today. But yeah, that's going to do it for tonight. Thanks everybody for hanging out. I will be back tomorrow, Wednesday, at about the same time. Or around 8 p.m. Pacific, give or take. A couple of minutes. And obviously, we'll continue this. Game's good, gotta finish it. Series is good, gotta finish it. It'll be a while, but we'll get there. So yeah, have a good night, and we'll hope to see you tomorrow. Peace.